my name is Jana and you're watching Finnish Knitting Stories, episode 119. Welcome or welcome back. I'm coming to you from Finland, from the southern part right by the sea. And today, I will be talking about knitting. Mostly knitting. You can find me on Instagram as Kässäkamut and in Ravelry as Kässäkamut and on Ko-fi and Patreon as Finnish Knitting Stories. And everything I talk about will be linked in the description box down below. Let's begin. How are you? What are you knitting on? Or crocheting? Or maybe embroidering? Spinning? I haven't done any of that. A bit of crochet I have done, but mostly not. So, what's new around here? October? October is here, can you believe? I'm not sure if I'm ready for full-blown autumn, but whether Mother Nature doesn't ask, she just delivers. It's cold here. It's very, very sunny right now. I have all the blinds closed and I'm afraid I'm still blowing out here. I hope the light is all right. Can't do anything. It's very, very bright, but also very cold. But we will talk about the weather later. Yeah, we will, definitely. It's part of this, part of the show. It's not a show, just some knitting videos that I put up for your viewing pleasure once a week. I try. Last week's episode was about my mystery knit-along shawls, the previous years, and I'm glad you enjoyed. And thank you for all the lovely comments. So let's get into today's content. I have notes and let's start with what I'm wearing today. So the good news is it's cold enough to be wearing this. I've been waiting patiently for the colder weather and I'm wearing officially the most stunning yoke I have ever knit. And this is Veera. It's from the Pink book. The pattern is by Maaike van Keen and it's supposed to be a sweater, but I turned mine into a dress because I love a good knit dress. And I felt that this needs to be a dress. And I managed to get more of this main yarn, so it was just meant to be. And this was my special birthday cast on last year. And now I'm wearing it this year, which is very, very nice. And you usually ask me about my earrings. I'm a big fan of big earrings. Yeah. These are called Design Disasters. They make a lot of noise and they are by quite local to me in the area company. I'm not sure, are they little or a mid-size? Anyway, a lovely company called Little Bit Design. They are located about 30 kilometers from here. That way. So yeah, in Kouvola area. So yeah, what else? Nothing else. I'm wearing also woolly socks, but I'm not gonna show them to you. They are my favorite thick home socks. Okay. Do I have finished objects? I do not. Do you know why? I've been busy casting on new things. Yes, I will. I don't have any finished objects, but I will show you these many new cast-ons. Four. I'm not afraid to say it because I just autumn, dark season. We need happy things in life, and cast-ons make me happy. Finishing things also makes me happy, but I'm more of a process knitter. You probably know that. If you've been around, you know I'm more of a process knitter rather than product knitter, and sometimes combined. But yeah, so I needed new processes in my life, something to tickle my brain. But I'm still working on like a million different things around here. I probably won't show you all of them because that will be 2 hours long episode, but I will show you the most active ones. And then the other ones next time. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with this year's birthday cast-on. That has moved into a pumpkin bag by Bertie and Poppet. It was in a smaller bag before, also by Bertie and Poppet, one of my favorite bag makers. Hi, Jill. Yes, pumpkins. Pumpkins, pumpkins. We have pumpkins. It's October. It's fine. No Christmas stuff yet. Shops are full, but not here. Okay, and my birthday cast on this year was a sweater. Was a sweater by Grey Owl Knits. It's called Choose Your Own Fungi. And the idea of this sweater that the designer gives you a lot of little charts and you can basically design almost. Yeah, you can put together your own sweater. You can mix and match. You can place them wherever you like. There are instructions of how to measure and how to plan ahead. And I tried a bit to plan ahead, but then I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the feeling. I'm knitting mine in 2 different yarns. I have a base color that is this. It's my own, does not come out right on a screen. It's my own hand dyed. This is merino cashmere base and the color is no cream, no sugar, which is my color of black coffee. There you can see. That's how I take my coffee. And the other one is nothing much to show, but there it is, the leftover of Spin Cycle. Oh, there I have a full skein. Spin Cycle, what is it? It's dyed in the wool and the color is Vibe Check. Very vibrant, very fun. This was a gift from a lovely fellow knitter. Hi, Carla. And I had 1 skein of my own of the same color, different dye lot. Doesn't matter in this case. So I'm hoping to get through with 3 skeins. I'm now on the 2nd. I'm now on the body. I still have sleeves to go. In worst case, I can order 1 more skein. I wouldn't like to, but I hope I can get through with what I have. So here is my fabulous Fungi sweater. Okay, these 2 are gonna compete for the most stunning yoke, right? Now this one is very special, but this is fun. This is fun, and I feel like it shows you who I am. It shows you who I am. Middle-aged lady with with a taste for colors. I love mushrooms. We have little Easter eggs all around the house. Easter eggs, they are actually mushrooms, not Easter. Autumn mushrooms all around the house. I decorate. If I see somewhere a little mushroom decoration, I usually pick it up, like whatever it is, and then I place it around the house so you can find mushrooms hidden all over this house. Yes, big, small, all sorts. So now I decided I need a mushroom sweater. It's color work, and all of these come as separate charts and then you just place them in. So there it is, mushrooms. Then I have some fun frogs right there in the middle. You can see frogs. And then there were these bigger mushrooms, and now the color is changing to violet. Not sure, can you see? There will be a row of little mushrooms right there at the bottom. Can you spot them there? It will be like a group of mushrooms growing. You get me, right? Yes. Very excited, slowly working on it here and there. Not as active as I was before, because I haven't had a lot of like dedicated knitting time where I can concentrate. I've been just grabbing little moments here and there, and then when I have days like that, I prefer to work on simpler projects where you don't need to concentrate as much. That's why all my more complex projects are on hold at the moment. You will see mostly simple projects today. Yeah. What else? Next one. Let's go to next one. Next one is I call it my car and social knitting, because this one is crunchy. There is a pattern in there. Bag by Bertie and Puppet. This is my on-the-go knitting. I will show it very quickly because you have seen it before. This is the till. I'm knitting it in linen quill. And free pattern on Ravelry. You can see details on the screen. And I'm almost done with the... Okay, not almost. I'm 3/4 done with the first skein of linen quill. And this is the half of the shawl, and then later there will be another half here. You see, it's a triangle, very shallow long triangle, and then we will join another one. But basically it's, yeah, it's nice, mindless. You can put it down any moment. And yeah, from last time I showed you, I was here. So this is how much it has grown. Let's move the marker. Let's move the progress keeper up for our next check-in. Linen quill is lovely yarn. It's a blend of alpaca linen and Highland wool, if I remember right. Yeah, and it's in light fingering weight. So that's my pretty mindless knitting. Okay, third one, you also have seen it before. It's a test knit that I actually I should speed up on it, and my plan for the weekend is to finish that one. It's a test knit for Veera Välimäki. It's right now called Inner Peace. It's a very simple little sweater. I don't know why I haven't worked on it as much. There is nothing that would stop me from working on it. I'm on a sleeve. I'm on the sleeve number 1. I have done the ribbing, I have done the neck ribbing, I have done one teeny tiny modification because pattern calls for tubular bind off. I didn't do that. I hope she forgives me because of my yarn. I'm doing it in unspun, and I was doing it somewhere. I could have spun up the unspun and then done the tubular. Still might go back and do it if I have time. But for now, it's finished like that. I was somewhere, I didn't have access to my wheel, and I just wanted to bind off, so I bound off. Because I can't do the tubular with unspun, it just keeps breaking and drives me mad, so I decided not worth of it. Still looks lovely and neat, and it will be a layering piece over dresses. And I'm knitting it with 1 strand of Nudiden and 1 strand of mohair, like that. I'm on a just started second ball of mohair. So I'm planning to get through this with less than 100 grams of mohair, probably less than 75 grams of mohair. I have 1.5 sleeve to go. So it's lovely. I like the construction of this, and the pattern will be released sometime later. Yes, it's longer on the back, shorter on the front, and can't wait for it. I will. This is going up on my queue for this weekend. So if I'll be knitting on something, it will be it, and I'm planning to finish it. Okay, yeah. Why I stopped? I needed to cake the second ball of mohair. Always. Do you like caking up yarn? Because I don't. Okay. What do we have next? Next, I have new cast-ons are starting right now. Here, I will show you a whole lot. I'm sorry, I'm throwing things and they are crunching. I'm lifting bag with two cast-ons in it. The first one is a new hat for myself, which is a Musseblurgh by Isolde Teague. It's this double layered, like you knit a long tube and then you like fold it in and you have double layered hat. And I was working on it last night, and I'm still on the crown increases, and I think I made it too big. I think it's too much. I already have one hat that's too big in lace weight, and this is lace weight. This is lace weight cashmere on a bobbin that I picked on my summer trip to Riga from a shop called Woolly Yarn. And I've been trying to measure it around, and I think it's a couple of centimeters too much. Like if I try it on, okay. Hello, it looks stupid. I don't know how to. Yeah, but I tried to compare it to my other hat that fits well. I tried to measure the circumference and I think I have 2 centimeters too much. So I need to rip it back a little bit and then start the straight part. But I have knit several of these for the family, and I don't have one myself, so now I'm knitting one for myself. I probably won't manage for this season, but that's all right. That's all right. Okay. Quickly, very quickly, we're shooting through them. Okay. Next one. Where am I? I'm on my next project, which is very pink. Sorry, it's been a long week. My brain is starting to shut down. It wants to go on a break, but not yet, brain, not yet. We have episode to record and a bit of work to do. It's Friday morning. I'm trying to squeeze it in before I head out. balancing work, life, and fun stuff. This is my fun stuff. This is my fun time. Okay. I'll just lift it up and let you look at it. And it's a sweater for a certain someone. You probably can guess for whom. A bit too small for me, unfortunately. Now this is for our little one. I'm knitting Andrea Maury's pattern. I have had it on my list forever. And this is olive and bean. Or olive and bean. I'm pretty sure, not bean and olive. Or bean and olive. I always mix it up. I think I know the right way, but then it's other way around. So I'll put it on a screen. You can see the sequence. Which one comes first, bean or olive? So it's a little colorwork sweater. I'm knitting the biggest size there is in the pattern, which is 8 to 10. Tiny bit of color work, very low contrast because Sophia chose the colors. She picked the colors. I agreed. Why is there a little dot of something green? Where has this been? Okay, anyway, I don't know. She's been trying it on and she's very happy with it. And it's just a cute little sweater. Yes, there are hearts and more hearts. And I dyed yarn for it. This one I had in my stash. It's an old, just random color, one of a kind. And then the main one is my frozen watermelon. And this is in DK weight. So it's coming up pretty quickly. I have, separated for the sleeves, now working on the body, and then back to sleeves. So I'm hurrying up with it because it is getting cold and the little one has grown out of all of her sweaters. The only thing that still fits from her larger knits is Pinguono. Pinguino, which is the mini version of Pinguono by Steven West. You probably know, right? So I knitted for her many years ago. She was tiny when I knitted, and then it was this big oversized thing, and now it's just less oversized. But luckily it still fits, still looks great. She's been wearing it for I don't know how many years. I put it on a screen the year that I knit it up for her, but she has grown a lot in that time. So good design. Good design if you're planning to grow. Let's go to the next one. Next one is a crochet, and it's also a new project. And it's something I've been thinking about for quite a while. Another project that I dreamed of. And it's a scrappy project because I don't have anything scrappy at the moment, and I feel like there is a void. There is a void in my scrappy little heart, and it needs to be filled with this lovely scrappy project. And I love crochet. I love crochet in summer and somehow in autumn. I don't know why. In autumn probably it makes me cozy, and in summer, I don't know, it's easy. It's like, less hot. I don't know. Makes no sense. Don't pay attention. Okay. It's in this basket. It's in mohair, and you can see it. It's a wrap. I started a granny wrap. I'm using a pattern, free pattern by Anna Boo's House. It's free on her blog. I will link it. And I'm using my my lovely mohair scraps. Try to arrange them that they wouldn't fall out. Lovely mohair scraps of all sizes, of all colors. Here they are, and a 5mm hook. So, and I'm just playing with colors. I'm just very fun, engaging, and easy. I just do a couple of rows in the evenings, and that's it. And then I feel better instantly. And I also try to weave in the ends straight away. When I'm done for the day, I go back and weave in the ends on the colors I did today. I can see my tension is getting tighter by the end of the week. These are all nice and loose, and then the last 3 rows that I did yesterday, they are shorter. Oh no. I need to relax a bit before I keep working on it. Otherwise rows will get smaller and smaller. Does that happen to you? Does your tension change? I have noticed mine changes sometimes. Also in knitting. Yeah. When I'm stressed or upset, I tend to knit tighter. And looks like in that same thing for the crochet. Okay. That's almost all. One more. Is this the one you're waiting for? Westknits Mystery Knit Along started this Thursday. Yesterday. It started yesterday. Today's Friday. Yes, so it started yesterday. I'm taking part. You probably already know that I'm taking part. I cast on. I'll show you my colors first in this bag. I went to my bag shelf. I have a shelf with project bags on, and I was thinking, which bag do I choose? Which one says Go Dynamo? No, this is the most happy and ridiculous bag I own. It's by a knitter's suitcase, Daniela, all the way in Australia, and it has silly animals on. I often go for this bag because of neons, because of fun things on it. Lining. I'll show you my colors. Again. Oh, there are little Tweedy bits because before this bag was hosting a Tweedy project. Okay, there are my colors, mystery and highlighter. So together they make a mysterious highlighter. This is actually yellow, but next to this it looks green. Yeah, magic. Okay, spoilers. There will be spoilers of Clue 1. Yesterday I came from work quite late. I planned to come earlier, but that didn't work out. And I had, I think, half an hour before everybody else came into the house. And I had a mini cast-on party. I made myself my own mini private cast-on party. I made myself a cup of coffee. I took a chocolate chip biscuit, sat down, and watched Steven's video and cast on. Yes, it took me a moment to decide which is going to be my main color and which is going to be my contrast color. I first thought that this is going to be my main and this is going to be my contrast. But then I peeked to at the end of the video where Steven shows what are we making actually, and I decided to switch them around. So now this is my main, and actually Steven also has a brighter main and more neutral contrast for some reason. We don't know why yet, but I decided that this is going to be my main. I don't know, is this important? But yeah, okay. If you don't want to look at the spoilers, skip ahead, but I will be showing you Clue 1. Now. There. Do you see why I wanted this to be here? That the texture bit would be in a bright color rather than the dark. That's not it. Do you think this is a tiny beginning of a shawl? No. I have more. I managed to catch up a bit this morning because yesterday I didn't have much time. I don't know how to show this to you. No, let's turn. coffee machine is switching off. If you hear the noise, that's my coffee machine. My husband saw it this morning and asked, what are you knitting, a bikini? No, that's the beginning of the shawl. So there will be 3 of these, and then we will be joining them together somehow. I haven't yet looked how, but these are on a temporary holder right now. They are not connected. The yarn is cut, and we have 3 semicircles here. So 1, 2, and third one is still on the needles. So I am intrigued. Little bikini. Okay, not little, but so exciting, right? And I think I'm happy with my colors. I usually don't go for high contrast. You know that, right? This is more of my cup of tea, contrast-wise. But I decided to be brave and bold this year and be all in with the theme. So I went for higher contrast. I might regret it later. Nobody knows what's gonna happen, but so far I'm excited, I'm happy, and I'm working on it. This made me really, really happy. So my weekend plan is to carry on working on this one, and then the test knit. Yes. Next. What do we talk about next? Let's introduce a new little section, questions from viewers, because I got a good question that I decided to answer here rather than in the comments. Not in the last episode, but one before the last regular episode, I mentioned crazy trio needles. And somebody, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was. I don't remember the name. If it was you, thank you for the excellent question. Please leave a comment that it was you. What are crazy trios? Crazy trios are these needles by Addi. And I like using, they are actually sock needles, but I like using them for sleeve knitting. They're basically needles for small circumference knitting. You get 3 of them. They come in different lengths and different sizes, and then they have them in cubics and regulars and whatever else. Or not cubics, the unicorns. Anyway, you can get different versions of these. So it's 2 little needles connected with a cable, and you get 3 of them. So the idea is that you knit in the round. So 2 needles are attached to your work, and you're knitting with the 3rd one. And on Addi's, one tip is sharp and another one is blunt. So if you're a continental knitter, that you wouldn't be poking your finger on the sharp end, but you're picking up your stitches with the sharp end. So these are crazy trios. I find them handy. I have knit some socks on them, but not my favorite kind of needles for sock knitting, but I like them for, I have used them for leg warmers, and I have used them for sleeves. I have them in a few sizes. They live in this felt nest. And I've been thinking of getting more sizes just for the sleeve knitting, because I have them in 3, 4, 4.5. I had a couple of more sizes, but I gave them to a friend. She wanted to try them, and then I said, oh, I'm not. She loved them, and I said, I'm not using them, so just keep them. And now I'm thinking of replacing them, getting more of these actually. And I got this. I have had them for many, many years. I actually don't know how many years. Could be 6 or 7 years when I got them in the first place. I have used them a fair bit. So that's the answer to the question, what are crazy trio needles? I'm not sure, do they go under same name in the United States and Canada, because sometimes they change the name for different markets. But I think if you search for crazy trios, you will find them. Yes. Okay, what else do I have for today? I have a tiny bit of happy mail that actually didn't come by mail. I got a couple of gifts from friends, my birthday gifts. It was a month ago, but I still keep getting gifts. I just wanted to share the fun ones and knitting related ones with you. I got a new project book from a friend. It's so cute. It's with foxes and it says, "You've got this." Because I keep a knitting journal where I write all kind of notes about my projects. It's not a very formal or strict journal, mostly for myself, and mine is almost full. I started it in 2023, and I've actually been filling most of my projects in it, and it's very handy. If I want to check back and check needle size or yarn or consumption, I can do that easily. I've been a bit slacking off Ravelry. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. I have a lot of projects without photos still, and I need to fix that. I need to take a day and photograph all my unphotographed finished objects, and it's a big pile, and I don't know when. It needs to be good weather, and maybe I need my husband's assistance, and things are just not adding up. Maybe I could just use a tripod, yeah. So she got me this. There were other things in the package. There were some candles and more pens, but I wanted to share this with you. Isn't this the cutest and most ridiculous pen? It's a mushroom. I love it so much. I have a mushroom pen to go with my new knitting journal. I think I will start it probably next year or whenever mine ends, the one I'm using now. So that, and then I got one more thing that arrived a while ago. It arrived last week, yes, which was my birthday gift from me to me. I got this from Stephen and Penelope. I got the redesigned Project 10 bag because I have wanted it for quite a long time, and this color was sold out, and now they had it again, and I had some birthday money, so everything just lined up, and I treated myself, and it's here, and I'm actively using it. I'm actually going around with it, feeling very posh and formal, going around with it. But it's a great travel bag, so yes, that's my craft-related acquisition. And Franny is here. She says hi. Come sit with us, Fran. She has rubber boots on because the weather. Let's go to Knit and Chat and talk about weather. Look how excited I'm getting. I'm not British, but I do like to talk about weather. Must be the age, yeah? Look, I'm doing this with my sleeves because it is chilly. So, Knit and Chat. Knit and Chat. Weather? Weather has been iffy. Do you love October? Because I think it's not my favorite month. And for one and only reason, it's wet. Everything is wet outside. Whatever you try to do outside is wet. We need to prepare the yard and garden for winter. Partially it's done, and then I still have the flowers left that need to be cut, and I'm trying to catch that day when they are dry instead of like wet and slimy to cut them and put them in the compost, and haven't happened yet. So yeah. But then again, October comes with a lot of nice things. I always try to, when I don't like something, like month of October, I try to find positive things and like more of them to overpower the negative things. So let's list positive things about October, yeah? We can wear all our lovely knits, at least here in Finland. It's cold enough that you can wear all your lovely knits. What else is good about October? You can decorate with your knit pumpkins and not just knit. I have a lot of pumpkins, all sorts, real and not real. You can light candles in the evenings. Evenings are very cozy and already dark, and yes, candlelight in the evenings. What else is good in October? All the cozy autumn food. I like my vegetable soups and just cozy cooking and maybe some baking. We've been baking apple pies and apple like this apple thing with oatmeal, and not a crumble really, but something like that. Then yesterday I made green lentil dal, and that's a big hit in our house. I'm not a huge fan of Indian food usually, but because of the spicing. But I've been making my own spice mixes and then playing with that. And even our big kiddo, who is a bit of a fussy eater, he has very plain palate. He doesn't like spicy things. He doesn't like more. He's more into traditional food. Like, give him a mash and a meatball, he's happy camper, and a cucumber. But yeah, so that was a big hit. And I used my husband's chilies that has been growing on the porch all summer, and it turned out delicious. So I'm planning to have that for lunch today. What else? What else is good about? Yeah, basically it's a season to slow down and be cozy, and yes, I think more positive than the iffy wet weather. It is a big downer, but what you can do. Today is actually nice and bright day. Maybe I can finally cut my flowers and prepare the flower beds for winter fully, because the last ones are still green and I feel bad for cutting them before they are like fully done. Okay, what else is happening around here? We've been fixing the outside of the house. We've been busy replacing some insulation before winter and actually working on the outside. Some new wood, and it's a big project. We won't be done this year, but at least the front we're aiming for finishing the front before snow, which can happen any moment. So what else? Last weekend I had a really great weekend. Last weekend I was away at a little knitting event in a city called Lappeenranta, which is a bit over an hour away. That direction. That direction, yeah. And I was invited by two lovely knitters and podcasters, Sanna and Titta. They have a Finnish knitting podcast in Finnish, which is called Kässäkamut. Yes, I watch them. They are fun. They always have some nice knitting on the go. So if you speak Finnish, check them out. I will link down below. So leave a link down below. So they had a little event for fellow knitters. Group of knitters gathered in a cottage next to the water just to have a day of knitting and good food, and I was just happy to be a part of it. Kiitos, ihanat. So yeah, I had a really good weekend, and we came home on a Saturday evening. It was already pretty late, and I just kept smiling all evening because I had a really good day on Saturday. And then on Sunday back to the regular household duties. So I basically I'm still feeling that effect of not having a rest on a weekend, because on Sunday, yeah, it was just again go and all the things that needed to be done. But I had a good time. It was totally worth of it. So, and for this weekend, I don't have any major plans. We will be at home doing the regular lifey things. I don't think I have anything else for you for today. If you have some questions, leave them in the comments, or just let me know what are you knitting, or are you taking part in the MKAL, or what else is on your mind. Do you have any favorite autumn good things about October? Let me know good things about October. Let's do that. So yes, I'm wishing you all a lovely weekend or week ahead whenever you're watching this, and a lot of cozy moments with candlelight and knitting, and maybe an apple pie. There is an apple pie in my future. I can feel it. Kids have been very excited. So we've been baking together. Yes, I'm gonna say my goodbye and I will see you next time. So if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. And heippa!